Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Sunday. I don't normally do my weekly home fragrance roundup on Sunday. This is usually a Saturday video for me. But yesterday, if you missed it, I uploaded my thoughts on the Homeworx shipping debacle, drama, situation, whatever you want to call it. I was just getting a lot of questions about that, and I just wanted to get that video up so that I could direct people to that instead of constantly having to type out my feelings and my thoughts. If you missed that video, I'll go ahead and link it in the description box below this video here. So just click that more expand thing there and you'll see links. There's, as always, there's going to be links to all of these things that I'm sharing here, and yeah, information on sales that are happening as well, if there are any. We are obviously very close to Christmas. I think Christmas is next weekend, which is crazy. December has flown by. But yeah, it's crazy. This whole year has been probably the weirdest year of my life, and that's saying a lot because obviously the last few years since ye old pandemic has been a thing have been very strange and stressful and a lot of things in a lot of different ways. But I have to say 2022 was by far the biggest doozy of a year for me, just in my personal life. And I am ready for a fresh start. I am ready for just different smells. If we're gonna try to relate this to the current topic, which is home fragrance, I'm excited to try new smells next year, but I'm also excited just to have like a clean slate, if you will, in a lot of different ways. And hot dog, just freaking hopefully having a lot more fun next year. So you guys did not see a weekly home fragrance roundup last weekend because I was uploading my whole like holiday decorate with me series. I did upload that kind of late this year. I wanted to ideally get that up like during the middle of November. However, Craig and I decided to take this trip to Hawaii with my mom and Stella as well. She got out of school for a week for this. And we were meeting my brother and my sister-in-law who live in Australia. We were meeting them over on Oahu and spending some time with them because we haven't seen them since before, again, ye old pandemic. So yeah, I had no home fragrance for like a whole week during the month of December. And I have to tell you, I really friggin' missed it. Like I missed my home fragrance so much when I was in Hawaii. Now that being said, Hawaii smells like a lovely place. Like it smells like the ocean. There are like just these constant like hints of floral in the air because things are, they're blooming because hey, it's a tropical climate. So it was 80 degrees when we were there. It was so warm. Definitely a shock to my system because when we left Portland, it was, I think, 28 degrees the morning that we were walking down to like our Uber to get to the airport. It's cold, and then we got off the plane and freaking 80 degrees. It was quite a shock. But if you've never been to Hawaii and you ever have the opportunity, it's a lovely place. I would certainly consider going back at some point. I would love to hit up some of the other islands. I've heard that Maui is quite lovely, so maybe we'll do that at some point. But anyway, you guys are here to talk about home fragrance, and since we got back this last Friday, I definitely got right back into it because I have all of these holiday candles, and yeah, I am a seasonal burner, and that means that like I consider Christmas like a season. So after I put the tree away at the beginning of January, all of these holiday scents are gonna get packed up if I don't have them finished. Or whatever I have left in my collection sort of gets pushed to the back until next year. I try to finish up most of my holiday candles that I'm burning before, or like I guess I should say instead of like packing them away. I don't like putting away half-burned candles. How do you guys feel about that? If you are tired of a scent, or if the season is over for you, if you're a seasonal burner, I know some of you just burn whatever you want year round, which I think is amazing, but like, would you take a candle like this and save it for next year, or would you just finish it and then kind of get it out of the system? Oh, and Alf is here, good. It's not a weekly home fragrance roundup without Alf. Or would you just keep burning it? Like, how do you handle that? I'm always curious about how other people do it, so leave your thoughts down below. But anyway, you guys, let's get into what I was enjoying this week. And since Alf and I match, you can't really see his face, but he's here right now. There's his little eyeballs. He's excited to be back as well. And they just got a groom this week, you guys. You have never smelled anything so delicious in your life. He smells like $1,000,000. And I think I just may have gotten his fur into my lip gloss. That's fine. That's normal. So yeah, description box is going to have links for like the explanation for what a candle crock is, a candle lamp, all of that fun stuff. So check down there if you're curious about those things. I have videos. Let's get into it. All right, what do I have going in my crocks? In my crock, in the laundry room, I have Kringle Blue Spruce from this like special limited edition mercury glass collection that they came out with. And I actually only had about this much of the wax left, and I really like the scent. And so I decided to put it in the laundry room. And that, man, that has been going strong pretty much all week. I am so impressed with how well the Kringle soy formula does in my crocks. Now, it burns so well that I don't put the Kringle soy candles into the crocks because they're sooty or they're having burn issues. It's never anything like that for the Kringle soy. It's only because I'm trying to get the candles like out of the system, or I want to like start burning a new one. And I am not one, like I said, to pop the lid back on and put it away. I just don't want to store half-burned candles. So anyway, that's in the laundry room. Upstairs, I have sandalwood and cade. I burned that to the halfway point and then decided to put that in the master bedroom, and that's been lovely in there. And I actually don't have anything in my candle crock in the back bedroom where I typically film the bulk of my videos. So nothing back there, and I did not use my candle lamp this week. So let's get into candles. I'm gonna start with this one because I don't know if can you guys see how long the wicks are? So this is Spiced Orange Pomander from Nest. And now this was a scent that was discontinued, but then it came back as a Crate & Barrel exclusive, which is where I got this. This is an excellent, I guess, representation of why I struggle with the Nest 3-wick candles. I really prefer their 1-wicks, you guys. I don't ever, well, not ever. I hardly have burn issues with the 1-wick, but the 3-wicks, when I get to the halfway point, the wax just gets so dirty and it actually affects the fragrance. I think it is the wicks that Nest uses. The carbon residue just falls into the wax and it changes the smell. So what I have to do is pour off that, like what I call stinky wax, and trim the wicks. I haven't trimmed these yet. And then like get to like the fresh wax that hasn't been affected by the wick droppings, if you will. So I only really buy these Nest 3-wicks when I get them on an amazing sale or when there's some kind of exclusive. I don't think they had the 1-wicks at Crate & Barrel. Otherwise, I think I would have just bought a bunch of the 1-wicks. And it did not come back as an exclusive this year, which I think was just a huge loss, obviously, but that's fine. The other Nest candle that I've been burning a little bit this week, and here you can, hopefully you can, do you see how dirty that wax is up here compared to down here? Let me get my face out of there. Can you see that difference there? It doesn't look quite that dirty there, but when you see how creamy white the wax normally is, like this is what I'm talking about. Like it affects the fragrance. Now with this Birchwood Pine, which is part of my like holy trinity that I used to absolutely love from Nest. So my holy trinity from Nest for the holidays was Holiday, Birchwood Pine, and Spiced Orange Pomander. Like those were like the best 3 candles to burn together. So good. But anyway, this Birchwood Pine, because it is a holiday tree scent, I feel like the slight bit of smokiness that the wick droppings, I don't even, I'm sure there's a name for what this is, but I don't know what the name of it is. So we're just going with wick droppings. Because this has a slight smoky smell, it almost makes it smell like a hearth inspired Christmas tree type scent. So I'm probably not going to pour the wax off of this one. I'm just going to continue to burn it until it's gone. But yeah, that is disappointing. So there's that. Also this, normally I just burn this candle during the fall. It's pumpkin chai, again from Nest, as you can tell. I just love this scent. And I still think that like pumpkin, especially like pumpkin spice type scents, are nice during the Christmas time. I use them mostly in the fall, but they're also quite nice during the holidays as well. So those were my Nest candles from the last week. The Kringle Holiday from this special collection here was another one that I was burning. Now this one I believe I've already reviewed. I also have this one. So look like they're the same, but they're different scents. This is the fragrance Merry Christmas. I still have a few of these holiday scents from Kringle that you will be seeing reviews of. Being in Hawaii really put me behind on a lot of these holiday reviews, again, because I was like putting up these decorate with me videos. It was just easier to put those videos up while I was gone, even though, again, I should have put them up way earlier, because I feel like almost, even if it was the first week of December, like decorate with me videos are really kind of irrelevant by that point, because most people have already decorated for the holidays. So lesson learned for next year. But anyway, Merry Christmas. This is one that I'm still going to review. This is cinnamon spice, cinnamon bark, bay leaves, sweet and woody. You know, I didn't think I was going to like this one at all when it was burning, but I actually really do. It's very heavy on the cinnamon, and it is borderline in like red hot cinnamon, but not quite. It's still enjoyable is I guess what I should say. It's not my favorite scent from Kringle, but I'm enjoying it a lot more than I thought I would. So that's good. It's always a bonus. Winter Wonder, finally lit this bad boy up. This was another new one from the soy collection this year. And you know what? This one and the Snowbird, this was another one that I was burning this week. When I first smelled these on Cold Sniff, when I purchased them, when they were released, I thought, okay. You guys, they're so much better when they're lit. And this is, I find that I experience this a lot with Kringle. Sometimes I smell something on cold and I think, I don't know about this, but I burn it and it really transforms. Like I need to learn to not have that immediate reaction of, nope, this isn't for me. There are certain scents that I just have to burn. And there's absolutely times where I burn something and I still think, no, this is not for me. But also there's a lot of times where I burn something and I think, this is actually quite nice. I like this. That's the case with these two. So I'm probably not going to be able to get to the halfway point before I review them, to be totally honest, because I do just want to get the reviews out. I find a lot of consistency in the Kringle soy formula. So for me, I feel very comfortable burning these, you know, like a few times and then reviewing them. With most candles, I try to get to the halfway point because I do think that's a more accurate review. But that being said, the soy burns so well that I'm confident that they'll be fine the whole way down. So there's that. The last Kringle candle. Now this one was not new this year, but I just love the scent. I've been burning Winter Evergreen in my dining room over there, and I love this one. This one is so fresh and clean and holiday tree. You guys, I'm really gonna miss my tree when I have to take it down. I have loved sitting here and staring at this thing while doing these weekly home fragrance roundup videos with you guys. And every year that I put it away, I'm just like, oh, this is such a womp womp. All right, let's go to Bath & Body Works, because there's a couple of Bath & Body Works candle One of them finished and finished the whole way down. Hallelujah. That rarely happens with Bath & Body Works candles, but this one turned out to be fabulous, and I bought this last year. It is Under the Christmas Tree. Did this one come back this year? I did not, by the way, it burned flawlessly. Zero soot, no drowning wicks, perfect strength, perfect throw. Yeah, I did not hit up the candle sale because I think the candle sale was actually happening the day we left for Hawaii, I believe. And yeah, and that was fine. I could have shopped online, but like they put you in a queue, and then I was like, I'm not waiting 3 hours to shop for that's insane. I'm not. So I just didn't participate. It's fine. I'm sure. Maybe I'll do it next year. I haven't done it in years and I've been okay. But anyway, the other one that I was burning was White Balsam and Vanilla, which is so good. I will say, Bath & Body Works does a really good job of pairing vanilla and balsam together. Just a lovely combination from them. And this one is really nice. Oh, I like this one a lot. I just think vanilla and balsam, for whatever reason, make like one of like the best Christmas scents. I do have one Homeworx candle here that I was burning this week, and it is their apple butter waffles. This is apparently showing up in HomeGoods, Target, TJ Maxx. So if you are one of the people that is no longer purchasing from Homeworx.Shop, which by the way, if you don't watch that video, I completely understand. 100% understand all of the frustration. Please go watch my video on those thoughts. But anyway, this scent is showing up there, so if you're curious about it, you can get it there. I really like it a lot, and I'm actually I think I'm gonna save the rest of this to burn over the course of next weekend when Christmas is, because it's kind of a good like breakfast type scent. So I really am enjoying this one, and I'm finding the strength and throw to be quite good on this one. So there's that for whatever it's worth. Let's talk Scentsy, you guys. Got a lot. Hold please, because I've been trying to get through like my holiday wax, so I'm changing it quite frequently. Okay, in my downstairs bathroom, I have Happy Holidays. Now, I think this was left over from last year. I'm pretty sure it was, but I really like this. It's a very interesting tree scent. It's got some muskiness. It's almost like their cozy cardigan mixed with something very sweet. And there's a tree note in here, but this is such an interesting scent. I'm gonna pick Lisa's brain and see if she remembers this one and can give me a little bit more information about it. I kind of wish that it was something that I maybe had in my club. If it ever comes back in voting for Bring Back My Bar, can I make a request that you guys vote for it, please? Because I want it again. Okay, we have Wassail Wonderland, and we also have Spiced Grapefruit. You guys, I used to love Spiced Grapefruit. I used to love Wassail Wonderland. I put this in my warmers all around the house, upstairs, downstairs yesterday, and it really started going, and I thought to myself, I hate this smell. I don't know what happened to me. Maybe something happened in Hawaii. I don't like either of these scents at all anymore. At all. This Spiced Grapefruit is something about it just rubs me the wrong way now, and I have a lot of backups of this because I had it in my club for quite some time and I had multiples of it. So that's a bummer. I'm gonna see if I can unload my Spiced Grapefruit on someone else. And I need to change out my warmers today. I literally, after it really started going, I went around the house and I turned off all my warmers. I was like, I cannot. And it wasn't a matter of it like being too much. It was a matter of, I do not like the smell anymore. And this happens sometimes with, let me know if this has ever happened to you, where you have loved a scent forever and suddenly you smell it and you think, this makes me want to hork. I wanted to hork. What is horking, you might ask? Horking is what we say the dogs do when they're like doing that like thing that dogs do where you think like they ate something and they're just gonna like yak it back up. That's horking. Feel free to use it in a sentence today. Okay, I have Scentsy Maraschino Sugar Cookie. Love this scent. But you know what? This lasts like a day and then it's done. With Scentsy, one of the things that I love about Scentsy is that I find that the vast majority of the fragrances I can get multiple days out of. This one, no. One day, and I literally cannot smell it the next day. Spiced eggnog. Oh, this is so good, you guys. I think this was my last brick. I purchased multiple bricks last year. Didn't come back this year. If you put it in your club, you're so smart. You're a freaking genius. I'm jealous, but this is so good. This smells like eggnog in the best possible way. The perfect amount of spice, that like eggnoggy creaminess. I really like the Dairy Gold eggnog, and this smells exactly like the Dairy Gold eggnog with a little bit more nutmeg added to it. Oh, so good. I'm gonna miss eggnog after the holidays are over. I mean, I guess I can stock up on it and enjoy it into January, but it's probably for the best that I stop drinking it sometime soon. Okay, black currant and plum. I was actually using this upstairs in our master bedroom and in our bathroom for like a few weeks and finally finished it up. This was new this year. This was a lot more like floral smelling than I thought it would be. I mean, it definitely has those fruity currant and plum notes, but it also smelled very floral to me. So I do still think I have a couple more of these, but it's something that I thought would go in my club, but it's not going in my club. This is still in my club and it's so good. It's the Hocus Pocus Sanderson Sisters Perfectly Wicked. It smells like Tom Ford Lost Cherry. If you are a perfume addict like I am and you love you some Tom Ford Lost Cherry, you should have tried this. I think someone said you can still put this in your club. I don't know. I thought it was sold out, but check with your Scentsy consultant. They might be able to answer that for you. Spiced Orange Harvest. Okay, so this particular orange I still enjoyed, but I'm wondering if it's the spice and the citrus together that I'm having issues with, because even this, like, I don't love as much as I once did. What happened to me in Hawaii? Like, it really, maybe all that fresh air. Here's another great spiced grapefruit that I gotta go. Maybe all the fresh air had an effect on me. Okay, these last few are from Kringle. Now, Kringle wax melts, I think are good, but they're kind of like vendor wax for me where they only really last a day. And while I change my wax out frequently at this point anyway, I like the option to be able to drag it out, and I just can't with the Kringle wax because after one day, the fragrance oils have all dissipated. So Sugar Pumpkins, which by the way, I think is one of my new favorite like pumpkin scents because it's not overly spicy. Pumpkin Peppercorn, this one is a lot more spicy. So if you don't like spicy pumpkin scents, this would not be for you. Another Sugar Pumpkins, another Pumpkin Peppercorn, and then my beloved Apple Cider Cake, which some of you bought based on my recommendation and thought it made you want to hork. You didn't like it, or you thought it was super basic. Now, I never said that it was like some super exotic version of like an apple spice type scent. I just think it smells amazing. But if you didn't, I'm really sorry if you bought it on my recommendation. There's something about this that just massively appeals to me. I really think it smells like an apple tart. Maybe I am influenced by the image that they have here of an apple tart, but this smells like a delicious, like fall or holiday apple tart. I like it a lot. Anyway, you guys, I've been talking enough. I hope you have a great rest of your Sunday. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you for being here and supporting my channel. If you're new, I would love it if you would subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.